quick and easy ways to become more likable. Like it or not, being likable is helpful in life. But how to be likable and be your authentic self at the same time, that's the real question. Keep watching for some real life strategies on how to become more likable and still be you. The TraumaEdCo channel is all about helping you know and understand yourself better than you ever have. We believe it's a key step on the road to healing. So once you learn how to become more likable, make sure you check out our other videos on self-awareness to make sure that you are at the center of your own healing journey. Number 1, set intentions. Why? In the movie Alice in Wonderland, Alice asks the Cheshire Cat, "Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?" And the Cheshire Cat says, "Well, that depends a good deal on where you want to get to." And Alice said, "I don't much care where." And the Cheshire Cat said, "Well, then it doesn't matter which way you go." When we look at setting intentions, we want to think about what we'd like to get out of any kind of situation and set an intention to either find, discover, or create it. So for example, if you are meeting up with a friend and this friend is usually just talking about themselves, you can ask yourself, what do I want? What I want in this friendship is to be able to be heard. I want to be able to have this conversation go both ways, where they say something, I say something. So now, knowing that that's what you want, you can take a moment to feel what that would feel like. So you set this intention of feeling heard, validated, and understood. If you are going into an environment where you're going to be networking with other people, same thing. Set the intention by asking yourself, what do I want? My intention is to connect with at least 2 people who get me, who get my business, who get my mission, and are so excited about what I'm creating that they want to be on board. And then take that moment to feel what that feels like, to connect with these 2 people in a room of hundreds, those 2 people that are going to connect with you. Wherever you're going, take that time to set the intention first. And just like that Cheshire Cat, your brain, your energy system, all the magic of the universe is going to know what your goal is and help put that path in front of you so that you are more likely to get what it is you're looking for. Tip number 2 is smile. Why? Smiling activates tiny molecules in your brain called neuropeptides. They help reduce stress. So your brain will also release dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin. So by the simple act of smiling, we are decreasing pain in our body, we're boosting our mood, we're coming through as our best selves, setting the stage for us to be present in that moment. So here's the thing, you don't have to smile for a long time. Before you go into a new situation, you can take just 30 seconds to smile. So if you are in the car before going into a work situation or a networking situation, just take some time to smile, allow those chemicals in your brain to do what they do best, and allow yourself to start feeling like your best self before you walk in. If you are at school or you're about to go into a meeting, take some time in the bathroom to just go in there. You can look in the mirror, you can do it in the stall, doesn't really matter, but just give yourself that time to smile. Allow those brain chemicals to boost your mood, to help you feel good, because when you feel good, it will actually come through. You'll do better, you'll be that better version of you. Tip number 3, be an active listener. Why? People don't want to be heard, they want to be listened to and understood. So active listening is a way that we can facilitate that. How? Repeat back what they said, and then contemplate it for a moment, then show that you understand the impact of what they're saying. So for example, I was on an airplane recently and I was sitting in front of a family who was going to Disneyland. We got to chatting a little bit and they told us that they were planning this trip for over a year. So with active listening, you say something like, wow, planning for a year? Take some time to digest it, and then I can say something like, I bet you're excited to be finally starting this journey. For them, they feel heard, validated, understood, and it even gives them an opportunity to go, yeah, we are excited. Tip number 4, Be eager to discover. This goes hand in hand with active listening. So why? Because everybody has something to teach us. So ask questions. Ask questions like, how was that for you? Or what brought you here? Or what was your favorite part about that? So with the example of the family going to Disneyland, I could say, what was your favorite part about the planning? Or what made you decide that Disneyland was the best place? And actively listen and then ask those questions. One of my friends is an amazing human, and she's so good at active listening and asking these questions. She's always asking, so Shannon, what did you love most about today? Or what do you love most about another person? She's always asking the most amazing questions to get to know where I'm at. And it gives me an opportunity to go, oh, reflect on my day, and then share something with somebody that I might not have otherwise shared or even thought of. Tip number 5, maintain good eye contact. Why? Because eye contact creates connection. It helps us with our communication by reading facial cues, and it shows that we are confident and friendly. One of my favorite things to do is actually look into somebody's left eye, because the left eye is their personal side. So when you are looking into somebody's left eye, and try it, it's mostly we're looking in people's right eye, so it feels a little bit weird at first. But when you're looking to someone's left eye, they tend to feel more heard and listened to and seen. And it's kind of interesting. People will tell me quite frequently, like, wow, you're such a good listener. And really it's because I'm listening while giving this eye contact in that left eye. So the way that you do that is just gently hold your gaze while you're talking to them. Don't make it weird. And then make facial expressions to show that you're listening, and just be present in the moment. Tip number 6, utilize names. Why? Because studies show that hearing our own name causes our brains to release feel-good hormones like dopamine and serotonin, because it touches us at our very core. I am Shannon. This is my name. And they've done lots of studies that show that this burst of hormones actually makes us feel happy and sends an unconscious signal to our brain like empathy, trust, and compassion. And we're not even knowing it, but we're already starting to feel good in our bodies simply because somebody said our name. So the way that we practice this is, I like to, if you've never done this before, I like to practice at restaurants because it's really easy. You have your server, they usually have a name tag or they will introduce themselves, and make a name game or some kind of way that will help you remember their name, and then practice using it throughout the experience. So if your waitstaff's person name is Joe, you can say, hi Joe, thank you so much. And when they come back and they say, oh, would you like something more to drink? Thanks Joe, I'm good. Or yes please, I would love some Joe, thank you so much. It will start to create connection, and it will help you practice so that when you are out in the wild at a networking event or at school or just out in the wild in general, you'll feel more comfortable starting to use people's names, and they will start to feel a connection to you that is deeper than they would otherwise. Tip number 7, give genuine compliments. Why? Because we as humans all have a need and a desire to be enough. And when you give genuine compliments, you're silently giving the other person the opportunity and permission to be comfortable and proud of themselves in your presence. So how do you do this? Number 1, find something that you like or admire about them, and then give them the compliment plus the reason. And so this is a 2-step process. You've got the compliment plus the reason. So an example of this might be, instead of saying, oh, that's a cute outfit, instead you would say, oh, I really love your outfit. The colors really bring out your personality. Or instead of, oh, thanks, you're great, you can say, thank you for taking on that task today. It really freed up time in my schedule, and you always give such great attention to your work. So that genuine compliment is the compliment plus the reason. And number 8 is body language. Why? Because it helps us interpret what someone is saying at a deeper level. So the way that you do that is you point your feet towards the person that you are talking to. If your feet were pointed away, you can feel just in my body language right now, it doesn't really feel like I'm giving you my full attention. It kind of feels like I'm ready to run away. So instead, I will point my feet towards you. You want to uncross your arms and have some kind of open body posture. Just letting your hands rest at your sides is perfectly fine. And then you can also notice what the other person's body is doing. So if they're leaning back, you can mimic their body language and also lean back. Or if they're leaning forward, you could also lean forward. One example is I was out at a networking event and we were trying to leave and somebody came running up behind to say, oh, wait, I want to connect with you. And I was like, oh, okay, yes, thank you. And my feet were pointed away, my body was pointed away, and I wasn't connecting with them. And at the time, the person I was with said, Shannon, stop. When someone talks to you, when they are coming to you to give you their attention, you need to stop what you're doing, turn your body to them, and really be present in what they're trying to tell you or communicate with you. And I will always remember that. And from that time, I'm always very conscious to make sure that I am pointed in the right direction, that my body language is open. I'm not crossing my arms and blocking their communication, but just being open to what it is that they have to say. Thank you so much for joining us today for this video. My name is Shannon Ray, and this has been your Ray of Sunshine. I invite you to join us for the next video, how to deal with someone who lacks self-awareness. So as you are going out in the world, being your genuine self, learn how to deal with someone who isn't quite there yet. See you there. Bye.